And we're here on remote at the Orange County Performing Arts Center, talking with Al Jarreau. Mr. Al Jarreau, how are you doing?
Oh, man, great. We just had a wonderful matinee show. It's our third day here doing 2 shows a night.
First of all, let me interrupt you. Your show was, I'm going to describe it in one word, outstanding. You are a giant. Continue.
That's great, to hear that, because I know that you've been listening a lot. We were talking about how we first met, and if you can, use those words to describe me after my knowing what you've been listening to for all these years, that's a high compliment. I do feel good these days, and with this new CD, Accentuate the Positive, and getting a chance to do this pretty jazzy kind of music that's come out of that CD. Today we did the tribute song to Eddie Harris. We did his Cold Duck, and a lyric that I did for that. And then later on in the set we did Lionel Hampton's Midnight Sun. So it's fun, man. I'm having a ball.
Okay. When was the very first time you discovered you had a great talent, and how did you develop your unique style?
Well, I don't know if I've ever found myself looking in the mirror and going, you have a great talent. I was about 4 years old when I discovered that people smiled when I sang and pinched my cheeks till the blood vessels broke and slobber kissed me all over the face, and that was nice,
That was it.
That was nice, So around age 4 or 5, I just fell in love with that whole thing of standing there and singing a song, which was enjoyment for me, and then finding people liking it, and I haven't stopped, and I've continued to try to grow and find out who I am. Along the way, I found some things that I think are kind of Jarreauisms, the things that I do with rhythm, vocally, vocal percussion things, and then the extra vocal stuff that I add to the music to keep it popping and happening, and just add to the overall presence of the music and the impact on people, and I'm still trying to learn.
Okay, during your illustrious career, who were some of the artists that you were in awe of or most grateful to work with?
Oh, I mentioned John Hendricks from the stage just a little while ago. For me, still the best jazz singer on the planet, pound for pound, punch for punch. John Hendricks, in awe of him. Johnny Mathis, still in awe of Johnny Mathis. Wish I could sing a ballad like Johnny Mathis. Brilliant horn players, and Freddie Hubbard came and played on my records early in the early 80s. I've done work with Chick Corea. I'm in awe of that guy. I'm in awe of Herbie Hancock, in awe of Miles Davis. So many brilliant musicians that,
A while back, I saw you sing your rendition of Midnight Sun on the Tavis Smiley Show, and I enjoyed it immensely. We don't get enough of classic music anymore because of this youth-oriented demographic end of the business. What is your take on that?
well, you're quite right. If you aren't sagging.
They have a law against that now.
Huh?
They have a law against sagging now.
Yeah, where?
In one state, I forget, but they have a law against that. If you sag, you get fined a ticket.
That's so funny. That's crazy. That's silly.
Exactly. The name Jarreau, is it French or where did it derive from?
French name. All Afro-Americans in America, we lost our African names. Adumawade. Adumawade. That's a wonderful African.
What about J-Mo?
And so we have names, Anglo-Saxon names, and it's okay. My great grandparents were were probably slaves working on a plantation with some Jarreaus who were the plantation managers and owners and all that. Well, that was back then, and this is now, and we're moving on. It's going to be all right.
You know, as you know, my name is unique too, Al Venus. You see, I'm the third, and I once asked my father, you know, what's the significance of said name, Al Venus? And he said, your name didn't matter. It's who you are. It's your character, standards, and values that make up you as a person. Did your father leave you any words of wisdom that you still practice today?
Man, my daddy's talking to me all the time. Boy, I'm starting to act more like my father every day, and just to preaching all that stuff I was talking about from the stage, you know, pointing skyward, talking about God every day, being Thanksgiving and being thankful and all of that. Yeah, that's from my mother and father, church people.
Okay, I want to say that I admire you and respect you very much, and not just because you're a famous artist, but as a true human being. And I have a first-hand evidence of that sincerity of your character. Around 8 years ago, this was before my radio career, me and my buddy had met you at a 7-Eleven store, and you took the time to talk with us. And me and you ended up singing tunes from the collection of King Pleasure and Eddie Jefferson. To me, that showed real class. So it might be kind of further. I'm trying to jog your memory on that.
I know you're trying to jog my memory on that, but I believe that it happened because it keeps on happening.
What's next on the agenda?
Summer tour with this new CD, and I'm talking to we'll start talking soon, my record company and I, about what the next project will be, but it'll be the first of a long line of other projects that have to come. I need to do a big band project and a Christmas record and a Brazilian record, and I still need to record this symphony program that I've been doing for 10 years now. And so a lot of stuff to do, Alvinus, yet, and if I can just stay healthy and move a little bit faster.
Once again, thank you, my friend, for being so kind. We found the happy medium. It was here in our minds. Thanks again, Al Jarreau.
Thank you, my friend, for all of your time. We found a happy medium and lost the fear in our minds.
Right on. Splendid.
Yeah, Alvin.
Splendid.
Splendid is right.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Singing on, singing in the garden. Singing on, go dance on the roof. Singing on, singing in the garden.
That wasn't so bad. This is Alvinus Richards again. My intentions is to bring you a cornucopia of compositions and a plethora of platinum programming, because I am here for your ear, whether it be on the beach or the pier. Another scenario of the Alvinus Richards radio show.
The misters with their pretty little whiskers all want to stay. How come the mice, all the cute ones with their furry little suits on, the gals and misters with their pretty little whiskers all want to stay? What's with the mice? Are they Catholic with those families? Enough said. I confront them with a minimum of bloodshed. They have a hard way. But if you pull back to some point in the stratosphere, from that great height, just like mice, we must all appear. Think of the mice, always grateful when the slightest little crumb drops. Finding dinner in the dreadlocks of the dust mop, never too proud. Maybe we should be more like mice, not as noisy as a chipmunk or a squirrel.
It's a mystery.
Argue it's completely intramural, never too loud.
It's history.
Maybe the mice have a lesson to teach us all. Accepting with joy every kindness, however small. When you meet someone who inspires your worst angry voice, just retreat. Happiness is always a much better choice. Why chagrin if you're insisting on the last word? It's quite overrated. Like our mothers taught, unkind words we just ought not to. Everything you're saying is so contradictory. I think I can see where you're going with this. True, we have had our differences there all along, but who of us can say he has never been wrong? Like the sky, this is all shadows and light.
Michael Franks.
Would rather be happy than right.